Interaction process automation from Interactive Intelligence impacts your business like no other technology that you've ever added to your company. Whether you want to underwrite policies or process claims more efficiently, or simply streamline your process flows, it all starts with communications-based process automation. Let me show you how IPA can tackle one of the most common processes within the insurance industry: claim processing and payment. At the core of every claim is some form of communication: an email, a phone call, or maybe a web form. Using communications technology to drive the process, IPA receives the interaction and starts the process moving automatically. Let's monitor this claim as IPA takes it through the process flow. For this illustration, our customer has placed a phone call. Because this is the first notice of loss, the call is routed directly to the insurance agent. She begins a conversation with her customer who has just been involved in a car accident. From the interaction client, the agent launches a new process, and a form is presented to guide her in gathering the necessary information. Here we see IPA using a web service to reach out to the policy administration system, then populate the form with the insured's policy and coverage information. As the conversation continues, the last pieces of information are gathered. This includes whether the car is drivable and the date, time, location, and a brief description of the accident. All of this information is captured and, once submitted, passed on to the claims administration system. Two parallel steps of the process are also automatically kicked off. One sends a request to the local towing service since the car is not drivable, and the other identifies a claims adjuster to work on this claim. Because IPA knows the skills and availability of all the adjusters in the system, it immediately locates the best adjuster based on their geographic location and workload. Then a work item is routed to him through his interaction client. Just as with the agent, the adjuster is presented with a form containing all the information needed to follow up with the insured. The adjuster can now make an on-demand recording of the insured's statement using the interaction client and add it to the electronic claim file that IPA has created. Once a time has been agreed upon, the adjuster meets with the insured to inspect the damage. Throughout the process, additional content related to the claim is automatically imported into the same electronic claim file, including the adjuster's photos of the damage, the police report, and any additional correspondence. Once the adjuster has collected all content and information relevant to the claim, he enters in the total amount to request payment. Based on this claim, however, the estimated payment will be $4,500, which exceeds his authorized approval limit. Thanks to some predefined criteria, IPA knows this limit, and as the adjuster clicks the Submit button, it automatically routes this claim to a supervisor for approval. Again, because it's built on a proven communications platform, IPA is aware that the adjuster has escalated the priority of this claim and automatically reaches out to the supervisor after finding his status is away from the desk. Upon reaching him on his mobile phone, a prompt is played asking for approval.
To approve this claim, press 1. To speak to the adjuster, press 2. To hold this work item in your queue, press 3.
Because the supervisor had recently discussed the claim with the adjuster and has some prior knowledge of the claim, he approves it by pressing 1. Immediately, notification is sent to the adjuster and an email is sent to the insured, informing her of the status of her claim. Additionally, the claim is routed to the next step in the defined process, which is the accounting team. But before we jump to accounting, it's important to note that anywhere along the path of this process, a manager, supervisor, administrator, or anyone else with sufficient rights can monitor the current status of this or any other process. Additionally, alerts can be set on any process in the event that there are delays, and rules can be configured to route work around these delays automatically. Now let's return to our claim process and see it through to conclusion. We now see that the claim has been routed, along with all necessary information and previous history, to accounting. Once the payment information has been verified, a check is issued to the insured for the full amount. With interaction process automation, manual processing of things like insurance claims are a thing of the past. Built on a proven communications platform, IPA automates not only an insurance organization's claim process, but the underwriting, policy, and administration processes as well. This allows your organization to be more productive, retain and attract new customers, remain competitive, create more foolproof and efficient processes to avoid penalty, grow revenues, and streamline your entire business. Take a look at your insurance business and let us help you automate that process.